Protests for justice have trailed the news over alleged murder of 4 siblings, Kamsi Chukwu Ezema, Ezinne Ezema, Ujunwa Ezema, and Chinedu Ezema by Prophet Chinedu Ezedike. Youths in Ibagwaka pumped out water from an over 17 feet deep pit at the premises of the suspect synagogue church. Excavation of a suspected mass grave was also in progress.
You know, when this native doctor story broke, I had a mixed feeling regarding it, because I know there was going to be a backlash, because there are a few persons who would always come in and say that their religion is under attack. And I've also noticed, no matter what the situation is, I mean, I've managed people. I've managed 2 radio stations, and each of them nothing less than 20, 25, least of them actually 20, 25, one was more than that. Then I've been in management for a number of years. Managing people are the most difficult thing in life. In fact, it's easier to manage animals. Animals, you can push them than to manage a human being. When this news broke about the native doctors being investigated, and then the fact that they caught one in Zagu who was on his way to Benin Republic at Samabota, Levi Obieza, the fact that he buried people in his home and all of those things. I looked at the guy properly, like young, vibrant. I didn't think that guy has all what it takes to be a native doctor. I'm sorry to say, maybe I might be wrong, and now I might be spilling ignorance. Frankly, I want you to, if you have a much more better argument, please, I want to engage. I will be in the comments, because I have seen severally that lately we've seen our young people who are able-bodied between 25 and 50 who are like able-bodied. You will see guy fresh, you know. We're supposed either we're supposed they into tech, or maybe they work for office, or maybe they hustle. They're into native doctoring. It doesn't add up for me. How much do they make as native doctors? Have you ever wondered how much do they make that will make somebody be able to afford a house as huge as this one this guy is coming out from? No, like I told you, I might be spilling ignorance, but I want some argument. I want you to engage me. How much do these guys make? And then to what extent, really, are they using their platform to better the society? Because again, after all, everything we do is actually used in bettering the society. Take a look at it. No, just take a look at it. The person who builds the flight wants to make life better for us. The person who built a car wants to make life better. The person who built TV wants to make life better. The person who built this internet that we're using wants to make life better for us. The person who, like the school you are going to, is not to make life better for you and make life better for the people around you. What is that course that is people are studying? Is it medicine? Is it engineering? Isn't it about making life better for everyone? No, seriously. So, what is the native doctoring that people are engaged in? How have they made life better for people? I'm curious, because what we have seen over time, people hide under native tradition or native culture or native religion and perpetrate so much evil using human skull, using human blood, kill people, do rituals, and then when they want to clamp down on them, they say they are after native tradition or native religion. Come on, guys. Can we open our head and our minds to some of these issues, some of these things that are playing out in our eyes? Is it possible to open our eyes, our minds to these issues and to clearly, streamline these things to the extent of, at least at the very minimum, investigate these guys who claim to be native doctors? You and I know that these guys have caused more harm than good in the society. They have caused more. Can somebody tell me a native doctor who is not largely a ritualist? You can hardly find. See, this particular house we're talking about, if you earned 1 million naira every month for 10 years, you will not be able to build that house. I mean, I'm also into building, and I can tell you for free, that house, if you worked for 10 years, this is 2025, if you worked since 2015 June till this June, you earn 1 million naira, you will not be able to build that house complete. This is just the outside though. Think of what is inside. What you will probably see, you ask yourself, what do these people really do? Like, how do they make the money? You do juju for somebody, you concoct things for somebody to go and make monies. Sometimes you tell them to go and bring all sorts of things: human skull, human head, human pap. And then at the end of the day, we have a whole lot of people missing, killings increasing. Just look at what Anambra State government has done. With what they have been able to do, they have achieved 10,000 times more in terms of security, because they clamped down on some of these native doctors. And that is exactly what Enugu State is trying to do. So whoever is coming to advocate that, the religion is traditional religion is under attack, my brother, it is ritual. Killing people for money is not part of Igbo culture. I don't think it's not part of Igbo culture. It's not a cultural thing. The average Igbo man is industrious. The average Igbo man tills the ground. The average Igbo man wants to work. The average Igbo man believes in apprenticeship, wants to transfer his knowledge to the next person. The average Igbo man, develops things, is an entrepreneur. The average Igbo man is not a ritualist. The average Igbo man is not an Oki. He doesn't depend on Oki to survive. The average Igbo man believes in his chi, in his God. So the average Igbo man, it cannot be reduced to what they do, ritual. I know there are traditional medicine, but let's draw the line. There's a line between traditional medicine, native doctor, and by the way, these people who we are calling pastors, these people who we are calling pastors, I think we should start beaming a searchlight on them, because everybody's not looking at native, babalawo, in other claims. But some of these pastors also go to these native doctors to get some of the powers that they use in their churches. And those people go to do ritual for them in their churches, bury certain things in their homes, in their churches, just to attract people to the church. Yes, it happens. So, while I commend the Enugu State government in going this far, in clamping down on some of these native doctors' activities, using the rules and regulations and the laws, we should also be looking at the pastors. There was a certain pastor who was caught recently at Ibagwaka in Enugu. The man slaughtered 4 siblings.
Protests for justice have trailed the news over alleged murder of 4 siblings, Kamsiyochukwu Ezema, Ezinne Ezema, Ujunwa Ezema, and Chinedu Ezema, by Prophet Chinedu Ezedike. Youths in Ibagwaka pumped out water from an over 17 feet deep pit at the premises of the suspect synagogue church. Excavation of a suspected mass grave was also in progress. Elders of the community also placed curses on perpetrators of the dastardly act. Chairman Igboeze South Local Government Area, Barrister Ugochukwu Ukwueze, and his counterpart from Igboeze North Local Government Area, Engineer Michael Ogala, Igwe of Ibagwaka, His Royal Highness Professor Ikenna Omeje, and Eze Bagwa, His Royal Highness Chief Hyacinth Eze, visited the scene of demolition with the Council of Chiefs and commended the youths for their peaceful disposition while assuring that justice must prevail.
From place to place, now justice must be done. Man, my press release is time and justice must be done.
Yes.
The government will try to
yes.
government no.
Now time to eradicate crimes of all forms, especially internally generated crime. This one is crime from amongst us. It is not external crime.
That you bear witness to what happened does not mean that you become the suspect.
Yes.
And the present government in Enugu State and in Igboeze North, Igboeze South is ready to partner with you and give you the maximum protection.
The accused prophet is currently in custody at the Divisional Police Station in Ibagwaka. At the time of the report, some properties taken away by some indigents during the demolition are being returned.
Like in broad daylight, you killed 4 siblings and you are a pastor. 4. And we say it's not blood money, it's not ritual. Come on, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. So more than anything else, I think it's about time for us to, state this thing, put it in perspective. And like I said, maybe I may have spewed nonsense, but then again, you let me know, bring further argument. Gone are days when I thought that if I go to see a native doctor, it has to be somebody who is elderly, way into his 60s, somebody who has seen life, who sometimes would even give you advice, who doesn't need to do anything for you to go and do to tackle that particular issue that you have brought. But these days they tell you to go and bring some crazy things, and then if you do not bring them, you are in trouble. If some of them, if you don't bring them, they say you should replace it with money. Please, something needs and has to be done about it.